Hi there from Bug Eye Guys, and today I just want to give you a tour of this car we have for sale. But even if you're not looking for a car, I just think this is one of the more unusual objects, really, of art, in my humble opinion. You know, I guess it's a love-hate thing, but I just think this is such a cool and unusual car. It's a 1971 Saab 95. It's a four-stroke V4 engine. And it has these amazing rear-facing seats, as was perhaps common in the era. But I just love this car. I think this is, it sort of reminds me of Emperor Ming's or Flash Gordon's spaceship. It's just such an unusual object. Obviously, there's just nothing else really like it on the road. It has all of these odd, quirky, Saab-y kinds of features, like to have these little wings in the back. I also have a Saab 96, the coupe, but I think that this shape is just so bizarre and so unusual that I love this car. It also has, instead of what we're used to on Minis and a few other British cars, or even Alphas, where the rear lights fold out at the side, this one is a top hinging vent window. And I think that has a lot to do with why it's so nice when you have the windows open and these vents open for the air to exit. It's a little quieter and just nicer. But it's a really nice example, certainly a driver that you can use and enjoy. I drove this to Lime Rock a few weeks ago and really had fun with it. You can also, I can't do it with one hand because I'm holding the camera. You can flip these and the seat folds down. This becomes a well for storage. And then the front seat, or the front rear seat, folds forward, and you end up with a big flat deck. So you can haul a lot of stuff with this, just like every Saab. I had a 900 for many years, and I hauled a lot with that car. The car was repainted. Certainly not a tournament paint job, but it's a nice paint job. And the interior is also nice. So it's showing 83,000 miles, and it's probably the original miles. To me, this looks about like 83,000 miles. But overall, I think what anybody looking at this car is buying is just a statement. This car is a statement of what you think matters in the world. And if you like kind of interrupting people who are a little overly focused on crossovers and RAV4s and other modern things that people like, and you want to say, hey, there's another way to do it, this is really the car for you. I have really enjoyed this car. It also has this crazy Saab thing. Someone told me it was like this because when it was all frozen in Sweden, it was easier to get the hood open. I don't know if that's actually urban Swedish legend or what, but it's not a very flush-fitting hood, and it's supposed to be that way. I'll open it for you. Also, you have these things, which I think, these are stock, and I think they also help with the window open ventilation. The hood release, where is it, is here. And of course this hood, much like all the flip forward noses that we're constantly putting on British cars. Oh, you have to trigger it here, I remember. There's a safety catch up here. Again, I have to do this one-handed. So it slides forward, and this is a Saab thing. If you're unfamiliar with Saabs, the 900s did this too. That's kind of their trademark. But it gives you great engine access, and it's just kind of quirky. So here's all this stuff is in nice shape. The heater blower, 83,000 miles kind of looking stuff. The V4 engine and an alternator, and it runs well. This green wire is not quite as tidy as we might have done it, but it's just to power the optional tachometer. There is a rebuilt transmission there, and of course it's front-wheel drive. If you were unfamiliar, that's another really nice feature of these cars, is they're great in bad weather. There's the master cylinder brake booster, clutch master, brake booster, and yeah, that's how they did it back in 1971. It also, it's very, very simple and very basic. It's an easy car to work on, and I like that a lot. The wiper motor is here. So what else can I show you? The interior on this side is in nice shape. This is the original dashboard. Oh, I know what I can tell you about. This is the freewheeling function, and this works Now this is another part of the quirkiness of this Saab. If you've never driven one, you may not know this. This is a 4-speed column shift, first, second, third, fourth. And then to engage reverse, you pull it out and down and back. It won't do it at a standstill right now, but that's how you engage reverse. And then if you activate the freewheel with that pull down there, you actually have what sort of feels like a centrifugal clutch. You can shift without the clutch pedal, believe it or not, and you don't get any engine braking. So very, very strange way to operate a car. I believe that's rooted in the two-stroke history. These cars were two-stroke before they used the V4. And that's part of it, because you needed to get lubrication if you're cruising down a hill. A two-stroke, if it's engine braking, might not get enough lubrication, so the freewheeling helped with that issue. But it's a carryover on the 4-stroke, and you know, you either use it or not, but it works. And then here's the e-brake. That's kind of cool. I love the fact that it's sort of in this quirky place. They have 3-point seat belts installed, and you have a very flat floor because of front-wheel drive, so there's not the traditional big hump, which makes for more room. You have this headlights, fan switch, heater controls. Very simple. The horn is here. It only works with the key on. And panel dimming switch. The clock's not working, but that's the correct clock. Here's another funny thing they did. This is the blanking plate for the radio. And so the glove box came this way with the blanking plate intact. If you didn't have a radio, it just looked like that. If you had a radio, it would actually pivot down with this. I don't know how it fit, but that's how they did it back in Sweden back in the day. We also have safety sun visors, if you can see that. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that in Swedish, but those are the original sun visors. Another really nice touch. There is a little tear in the headliner here, but by and large the headliner's in nice shape. A lot of the 900s, the headliners seem to sag, but this one is in good shape. Anyway, good fun. Let's see if I can show you this. Even this thing is a riot. It's sort of the strap hanger feature and this little interior light too. So that's our Saab. Thanks for watching. I'll take you for a drive in the next video here from Bug Eye Guys.